The coordinate plane was developed by the French mathematician and philosopher René Descartes in 1637. In reference to him, it is sometimes called the Cartesian coordinate system. A location on the coordinate plane is given by listing an ordered pair of numbers, such as 2, 5 or -4, 8. Note that an ordered pair is written in parentheses with a comma separating the two numbers. The coordinate plane is formed by two intersecting number lines, a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line called the y-axis. Ordered pairs on the coordinate plane are always written with the x-coordinate first, followed by the y-coordinate. The point at which the two axes meet is called the origin, and this point has coordinates 0, 0. The axes divide the coordinate plane into 4 regions called quadrants, which are usually designated using Roman numerals. The upper right region is called quadrant 1, the upper left region, quadrant 2, the lower left, quadrant 3, and the lower right, quadrant 4. To plot a point as a location on the coordinate plane, we start at the origin, then move horizontally along the x-axis for the first coordinate, and then vertically along the y-axis for the second coordinate. For example, to plot the point shown in letter A, 2, 5, we'd start at the origin, move 2 units to the right along the x-axis, and 5 units up along the y-axis. So point A is located right there. Similarly, we could plot point B, 4, -3, by moving 4 units to the right on the x-axis, and then 3 units down on the y-axis to this location. Point C, -1, 8, would be found by moving 1 unit to the left on the x-axis, and then 8 units up on the y-axis to this location. Point D, -7, -4, is found by moving 7 units to the left on the x-axis, and then 4 units down along the y-axis. So point D is located there. To plot point E, 5, 0, we start by moving 5 units to the right on the x-axis. But since the y-coordinate of this point is 0, we don't move up or down at all along the y-axis. Therefore, point E is located on the x-axis. And finally, for point F, the x-coordinate is 0, so we move neither to the left nor the right on the x-axis, but we do move down 6 units along the y-axis according to the y-coordinate. So point F is located on the y-axis at this location. To reverse this process and identify the coordinates of a point that is shown on the coordinate plane, we simply compare that point to the x-axis for the first coordinate and then to the y-axis for the second. As an example, let's look at point A on the screen. It's located at -6 on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis. Therefore, its coordinates are -6, 2. Point B is located at -3 on the x-axis and -8 on the y-axis. Point C is located at 4 along the x-axis and 3 along the y-axis. Point D is located at 1 on the x-axis and -5 on the y-axis. Note that point E is actually on the x-axis. It has an x-coordinate of -2, but since it's on the x-axis, it has a y-coordinate of 0. And finally, point F, located on the y-axis, has an x-coordinate of 0 and then a y-coordinate of 7. So it's represented by the ordered pair 0, 7.